Imagine this. Most people walk through life seeing problems everywhere. A broken system, a slow process, a challenge they cannot solve. They see obstacles, stress, and things that are wrong. Now, imagine a different way of seeing the world. Imagine walking into the same situation, the same problem, the same challenge. And instead of seeing a wall, you see a door. This is how entrepreneurs think. They don't just see problems, they see opportunities hidden inside those problems. Every challenge can be a chance to create something new. Every frustration can inspire a solution that people need. Every gap in the market is a doorway to success, if you have the eyes to see it. The good news is this: you can train your mind to think like an entrepreneur. You can learn to spot possibilities everywhere, even in things that seem ordinary or difficult. In this journey, I'm going to show you how to see what others miss, how to turn problems into opportunities, and how to start thinking differently, so that opportunities start showing up in your everyday life. Because the world doesn't reward people who only see problems. It rewards people who see opportunities. And the best part? That can be you. Chapter 1. The Entrepreneurial Mindset. Chapter 1 is about the entrepreneurial mindset, the way entrepreneurs see the world differently from most people. Most people think in a normal, ordinary way. They see a problem and feel stuck. They see obstacles and feel limited. This is ordinary thinking. It focuses on what cannot be done. Entrepreneurs, however, think differently. They see challenges as opportunities waiting to be discovered. They look at the same situations, but instead of saying, "This is impossible," they ask, "How can I solve this? What can I create here?" The key is seeing beyond obstacles. Problems are not the end. They are signals. They point to areas where solutions are needed, where people are struggling, and where opportunities are hidden. Two things are at the heart of this mindset: curiosity and creativity. Curiosity makes you ask questions and explore possibilities that others ignore. Creativity helps you imagine new ways to solve problems and create value. When you combine curiosity and creativity with a mindset that sees challenges as opportunities, you begin to notice possibilities everywhere, in everyday life, in business, and in situations others overlook. Remember, an entrepreneurial mindset is not something you are born with. It is something you develop and practice. The more you train your mind to look for opportunities instead of obstacles, the more naturally they start appearing in your life. Chapter 2. Problems as Opportunities. Chapter 2 is about problems as opportunities, how entrepreneurs turn challenges into success. Most people see problems and feel stressed, frustrated, or even scared. But successful entrepreneurs see problems differently. They see them as hidden opportunities, chances to create something new, helpful, and valuable. Think about it. Every problem is a sign that something is needed. And where there is a need, there is an opportunity to provide a solution. Here are some examples. The founders of Uber saw the problem of unreliable taxi services. They turned it into a global ride-sharing business. Airbnb started because people had unused rooms and travelers had nowhere affordable to stay. They created a platform that solved both problems. Everyday small problems, like difficulty finding clean water, organizing files, or learning a new skill, can inspire products, services, or apps. The key is shifting your perspective. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "How can this be solved?" Instead of fearing failure, see it as feedback to improve your solution. Focus on the solution, not the problem. When you start seeing problems as opportunities, your mind naturally begins to notice possibilities that others ignore. Every challenge becomes a potential path to success if you train yourself to look for the solution first. Chapter 3. Spotting Market Gaps. Chapter 3 is about spotting market gaps, finding the places where needs are not being met, and turning them into opportunities. Every market has gaps. These are the areas where people want something, but it doesn't exist yet, or the existing options are not good enough. Successful entrepreneurs look for these gaps and create solutions that fill them. Here's how you can identify unmet needs. Observe carefully. Watch how people use products or services. Notice where they struggle or complain. Ask questions. Talk to customers, friends, or colleagues. Ask what frustrates them or what they wish existed. Research trends. Look at reviews, forums, or social media. Complaints and suggestions often reveal gaps. Once you spot a gap, think about how to create a solution. Even a small improvement can become a profitable business. For example, a snack company noticed people wanted healthier options that still tasted good. They created a new product line and found a market hungry for it. An app noticed that travelers struggled to find local guides. They built a simple platform to connect tourists with local experts. Remember, the key is turning small gaps into profitable ventures. Opportunities don't have to be huge at first. Start with what people need, solve their problems, and the business will grow from there. When you train your mind to spot these gaps, you begin to see opportunities everywhere, even in markets that seem crowded. Chapter 4. Leveraging Trends. Early. Chapter 4 is about leveraging trends early, the ability to spot opportunities before everyone else notices them. Trends are patterns or changes in behavior, technology, or demand. While most people wait to see if something becomes popular, entrepreneurs watch closely and act fast. This is how they gain an advantage and create successful businesses. Here's how to observe trends before they become mainstream. Follow innovators. Look at early adopters, small startups, or influencers. They often lead trends before the general public notices. Pay attention to frustrations. New trends often start when people want a better solution to an existing problem. Monitor technology and culture. Changes in apps, social media, or lifestyle habits often reveal upcoming trends. The power is in acting fast while others hesitate. Being early gives you a first-mover advantage. You can capture attention, gain customers, and establish your brand before the market is crowded. Real-life examples of trend spotting. Instagram was created at a time when photo-sharing apps existed, but people wanted something faster and simpler. Tesla capitalized on the trend of electric vehicles before it was mainstream, turning innovation into a global brand. Small fashion or tech brands often spot trends on social media weeks or months before big companies notice, giving them a competitive edge. Remember, trends are opportunities hiding in plain sight. The earlier you act, the greater your advantage. Train yourself to notice small changes and shifts in behavior, and you'll start seeing opportunities before most people even realize they exist. Chapter 5. Networking Eyes. Open. Chapter 5 is about networking with eyes open, how entrepreneurs spot opportunities through people and connections. Opportunities are not always products or markets. Often, They are hidden in relationships. Entrepreneurs know that the right connection can open doors, reveal insights, or even lead to new ventures. Here's how they do it. Spot opportunities in people. Pay attention to skills, knowledge, or experiences others have. Sometimes, someone's expertise solves a problem you are facing. Use social interactions to gather ideas. Listen carefully in conversations. Ask questions. Notice frustrations, desires, and trends that people mention. It can spark ideas for solutions. Leverage mentors, peers, and collaborators. Mentors provide guidance and perspective. Peers can inspire new ideas. Collaborators can help you turn concepts into reality. Working with others multiplies opportunities. Networking is not about collecting contacts or superficial small talk. It's about seeing value, learning from people, and discovering possibilities in interactions you have every day. Remember, entrepreneurs don't just meet people. They observe, listen, and act. Every person you meet is a potential source of knowledge, insight, or collaboration. With your eyes open, opportunities start appearing everywhere. Chapter 6. Risk versus Reward. Thinking. Chapter 6 is about risk and reward thinking, how entrepreneurs decide what to pursue and what to avoid. Most people fear risk. When they see an opportunity, they immediately think, "What if I fail?" That fear stops them before they even begin. Entrepreneurs think differently. They don't ignore risk, but they measure it. First, entrepreneurs evaluate opportunities with a clear mind. They ask, what is the worst that can happen? They ask, what can I gain if this works? They look at time, money, and effort honestly. This leads to an important difference: calculated risk versus reckless risk. Reckless risk is acting without thinking, planning, or understanding the downside. Calculated risk is taking action after learning, preparing, and limiting loss. Successful entrepreneurs almost always take calculated risks. They start small. They test ideas. They learn fast. If something doesn't work, they adjust instead of giving up. So how do they decide which opportunities to pursue? They choose opportunities where the reward is bigger than the risk. They focus on opportunities that match their skills, knowledge, and resources. They avoid opportunities that look exciting but have no clear path forward. Remember, opportunity without thinking is danger. But thinking without action is wasted potential. Entrepreneurs balance both. They don't wait for certainty. They move forward with clarity and courage. When you learn risk versus reward thinking, fear loses its power and opportunities become manageable instead of scary. Chapter 7. Creativity and Innovation. Chapter 7 is about creativity and innovation, the skills that help entrepreneurs see opportunities where others see nothing special. Creativity is not only for artists. In business, creativity means thinking differently. It means asking new questions and looking at old problems in new ways. This is how hidden opportunities are uncovered. Most people follow the same patterns. Entrepreneurs break those patterns. They ask, why is it done this way? What if we do it differently? How can this be simpler, faster, or better? This is how you apply creative problem solving in business. Understand the problem deeply. Don't rush to solutions. First, clearly understand what people are struggling with. Think of multiple solutions. Even strange ideas matter. Innovation often starts with ideas that sound unrealistic at first. Test and improve. Try small experiments. See what works, then improve it, step by step. Many innovative businesses started from ordinary ideas. Food delivery apps didn't invent food. They just changed how food reaches people. Online education platforms didn't invent learning. They made it accessible to everyone. Digital payments didn't invent money. They made transactions easier and faster. The lesson is simple. Innovation is not about inventing something new. It's about improving what already exists. When you train your mind to think creatively, everyday situations become sources of ideas. Problems turn into projects. Ordinary thoughts turn into powerful solutions. Creativity opens the door. Innovation turns that creativity into real opportunity. Chapter 8. Learning from failures. Chapter 8 is about failure and why entrepreneurs don't fear it. Most people see failure as the end. They feel ashamed, disappointed, or scared to try again. Entrepreneurs see failure very differently. They see it as a teacher. Every mistake carries information. Every setback hides an opportunity to improve. This is how failures reveal hidden opportunities. Failure shows what does not work, so you can move closer to what does. It highlights weak areas that need fixing. It forces you to think smarter, not harder. The real shift happens when you change your mindset. Instead of asking, "Why did I fail?" ask, "What did this teach me?" Instead of fearing mistakes, use them as feedback. Understand that failure is part of the process, not proof of inability. Many successful entrepreneurs turned setbacks into breakthroughs. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. He said he didn't fail. He found ways that didn't work. Steve Jobs was removed from Apple, the company he founded. That failure later helped him return stronger and build Apple into a global giant. Many startups fail their first product, but succeed after learning what customers really want. The lesson is clear. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is part of success. When you learn from failure instead of running from it, you unlock resilience, creativity, and growth. And most importantly, you begin to see opportunities where others give up. Chapter 9. Scaling small wins. Chapter 9 is about scaling small wins, how small opportunities grow into big success. Many people wait for a big idea. Entrepreneurs don't. They start by spotting micro opportunities, small problems, small improvements, or small unmet needs. These small wins often become the foundation of big ventures. A micro opportunity could be a simple service that saves people time, a small improvement to an existing product, a better way to deliver something people already want. What makes these small ideas powerful is compounding. Small actions, done consistently, create massive results over time. One improvement leads to another. One customer leads to many. One small success builds confidence and momentum. Entrepreneurs also follow an important principle: test fast, learn fast, improve fast. They don't wait for perfection. They launch small versions of ideas. They observe feedback and quickly make changes. This process is called iteration. Instead of guessing, entrepreneurs let the market guide them. Each test makes the idea stronger and more valuable. Remember, big businesses rarely start big. They start small, smart, and focused. When you learn to scale small wins, you stop waiting for opportunity, and you start creating it step by step. Chapter 10. Maintaining a growth lens. Chapter 10 is about maintaining a growth lens, the habit of seeing opportunities everywhere, every day. Entrepreneurs don't switch their mindset on and off. They stay alert. They observe the world with curiosity. Everyday life becomes a source of ideas, lessons, and opportunities. Here's how to stay alert for opportunities. Notice problems people complain about. Pay attention to what feels slow, broken, or inefficient. Ask yourself simple questions like, how can this be better? Or, what is missing here? Opportunity-minded entrepreneurs build strong habits and routines. They read, learn, and stay informed. They reflect on their day and note ideas or observations. They surround themselves with curious, growth-focused people. Their mindset is simple but powerful. They believe skills can be learned. They see change as opportunity, not threat. They stay open to experimenting and learning. Over time, this mindset becomes natural. You stop forcing yourself to look for opportunities. You begin to see them automatically in conversations, challenges, trends, and daily routines. We have now reached the end of this journey, and it's time to look back at what we've learned. Across these 10 chapters, we explored how entrepreneurs see the world differently. We learned about the entrepreneurial mindset, seeing problems as opportunities, and spotting gaps in the market. We talked about observing trends early, using networks wisely, and thinking clearly about risk and reward. We also explored creativity and innovation, learning from failures, scaling small wins, and maintaining a growth mindset every day. Together, these lessons show one clear pattern. Entrepreneurs don't wait for opportunities. They notice them and act on them. The most important takeaway is simple but powerful. Opportunities are everywhere. You just need the eyes to see them. When you change the way you think, you change what you notice. Problems become signals. Challenges become chances. Ordinary moments become starting points for something bigger. Remember, this way of thinking is not special or rare. It is a skill you can practice, and the more you practice it, the more opportunities will start appearing in your life, naturally and consistently. Most people walk past opportunities without noticing them. Entrepreneurs don't. They see, they act, they create. They train their minds to look deeper. They open their eyes when others look away, and that is why they move ahead, while others stay stuck. You don't need luck. You don't need permission. You need awareness. Train your mind. Open your eyes. And you will start seeing possibilities everywhere. Because the world always rewards those who see what others miss.